Hey Metafam, Puizo here. Welcome to the channel. Thanks again for tuning in to another week of Metazoo news. This week we actually have quite a few things to go through, but I first wanted to start off with the news regarding the Metazoo times USPCC Kickstarter. A little history lesson regarding this is Metazoo was initially supposed to be partnering with USPCC, which is the United States playing card company, to make some poker decks. And then there was an option of getting your poker decks gilded, which means that the side of the decks have like different coloring. So it could be like rainbow or like the black, green, red, depending on which deck you got. After the Kickstarter though, USPCC, we're 100% not sure of what exactly went on, but I think USPCC and Metazoo, they weren't able to collaborate together. So it became Faded Spade, which is another poker company that took on the mantle of supplying the cards for this Kickstarter. And till this day, so it's been almost like a year now. This Kickstarter ended like end of February 2022, so it's almost February 2023 now. And a lot of like the bigger pledges, like you can see here, like I supported the Artcaster bundle, and I actually got all my cards gilded. And then there's like the other big one was the Headcaster, which was like, you can see the amount's pretty hefty of how much we actually put in to support the Kickstarter on top of any add-ons you added on. And most of us still haven't gotten the gilded cards yet, and that is 100% not Metazoo's fault. We have been getting some constant updates from Metazoo themselves, just saying that Faded Spade hasn't been, I guess, producing enough gilded decks to give to everyone, or it hasn't even arrived to their warehouse. And actually, so I'll just jump to the latest news regarding this, and it is that Metazoo is actually going to be taking on the mantle from Faded Spade now in providing the gilded decks. So we know many of you are waiting on gilded decks from Faded Spade. Due to production issues, Metazoo will be printing the remaining decks with our own printer. The holographic cards will contain our own holo with special design, like our core sets, as well as a sealed promo as a thank you for the wait. As you know, working with partners can be filled with uncertain difficulties, and while we enjoy the collaboration with Faded Spade, Metazoo Games will be taking it from here. Expect shipment to be completed in February to early March. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit under the weather this week as well. But yeah, for me, as a person that's still waiting for their gilded decks, I actually think this is really good news. I think a lot of people do prefer the Metazoo holographics compared to the holos that are available now that Faded Spade did, which is kind of like just a light holographic pattern, but there's like nothing like Metazoo cards themselves, right? So, and it seems like we're gonna maybe get like a thank you promo as well. So I'm guessing it's maybe something like the ding ding bell that a lot of people get for reimbursement, like with a reimbursement product that Metazoo sends them. Like, I don't know, during shipment there's an issue with the package being destroyed, or if a package was lost, or maybe it was like an incorrect product, then Metazoo would put in like it's called ding ding bell cart, which you would get as apologies for the inconvenience. And I think it was something similar will be given to us for this Kickstarter delay, I guess, and also with Faded Spade being unable to meet up with their end of the bargain, I guess. That's a way of putting it, right? So yeah, looking forward to that. I don't think that this will be completed by end of February, early March though. I think a more realistic timeline would be sometime around like June or July. I'm gonna guess that's when the cards are coming out. Like, I don't know if Metazoo is going to be printing all the decks themselves, or if they're just only going to be printing the holographic cards, and they're just going to be seeding into the decks the special Metazoo holographics. But at the same time, I guess Metazoo would have to create gilded decks as well. So we'll keep an eye on any updates with that. But at the current time, I think it's really good news for people that are still waiting. Most people I've talked to that are in the Artcaster or Headcaster tiers that have their gilding still unarrived yet, they all think this is a positive news and a good reimbursement for everyone. You can't cancel your Kickstarter though. That was, some people have been talking about maybe that would be another good option, but I think this is the best alternative that Metazoo could do, trying to fulfill what they promised in the Kickstarter, but also giving something special for those that had to wait for quite a long time. I'm not 100% sure what's happening with those people that got their gilded decks recently. Maybe if they message Metazoo support, maybe they can get a sealed thank you promo for waiting as well. They have also been waiting for almost like a year now. I think it would be pretty good of Metazoo to support their fan base this way, and I think more people would be thankful that although they got their Faded Spade gilded decks, that although they won't get the special holographic design from the Metazoo made decks, that they could maybe still just get a special thank you promo for supporting the Kickstarter as well. Okay, so let's get on to the next news. We have, so last week we ended off with Bear Walker dropping, and then Bear Walker dropped, and it was of course it sold out in an hour and 18 minutes. So it dropped at 12 o'clock and it sold out at 1:18 on January 20th. So there's 10 different decks. It was a blind box, so you would get literally Metazoo Bear Walker box like this, similar to what Metazoo did with Revive Skateboard. So you get like a redeemable card and also like additional pack, I guess, to get a promo that kind of matches the deck that you got, and then you would be able to redeem the promo. So there'd be like the card would be scratchable, and then you scratch it, and then you send it over to no, you don't send it. Don't send your card. You scratch it, and then on the Metazoo marketplace, there's a URL where you can enter in your redeemable code, and you enter your shipping information, and the Metazoo will get it to you. I think you have to pay for your own shipping for that though, but yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And that says that shipping will likely be in March, and I believe that because these are all handmade decks. So when I say decks, it means like the skateboard decks, right? So these should be on hand already. So the very successful drop, I would say. And here we see CCE, which is Andy, Chaos Crystal Enthusiast, Chief Operating Officer of Metazoo, or Chief Product Officer. And then he went skateboarding with Mike and I think a few others, and they actually have prototype skateboard. Not surfboard either. Oh my gosh. See, this sickness is getting to me a little bit. Snowboard. The Metazoo snowboard looks really nice if they do planning on mass producing these. There was actually another one as well where it was actually Chaos Crystal Enthusiast, what do you call it? Chaos Crystal, the little spider that he has on another one of the boards. Looks really cute. Can't find the image though. Sorry, I have to take a drink of water, guys. Alright, and then join LPA, Steve Aoki, and Bear Walker for another shot at sold out Bear Walker skateboards. So that happened a few days ago, so hopefully a few other people were able to get their hands on Bear Walkers if they wanted to. Little mini bus, I don't really know what that means. I think it's related to this news about the our Metazoo arcade game. And yes, the arcade game will dispense a special arcade series as a prize for playing. So this is just a teaser of the, I guess, the arcade game that's going to be out. Seems like it's going to be like a multiplayer type. You have Mothman, Bigfoot, Frogman. I'm guessing you can play as some of the other more notable beastie as well, like Wendigo, Dragon of Ocanto Falls, etc. And yeah, looking forward to it. I don't have really an arcade near me, although Metazoo said like what do you call it? Dave and Buster's counts as an arcade too. So maybe, could be one of those ticket dispensing games too. Ticket dispensing / card dispensing. And now that I think of it, I think the mini bus, I think is related to was it the fire element or the earth element for the towers? Because one of the towers is a mobile tower. So I think that's what that might be. So leave a comment down below if you know what this little mini bus announcement means. We went through the gilded decks regarding Faded Spade. I hope those of you that are still waiting for Kickstarter poker decks, I think this is good news for us once again. I myself am very looking forward to it. Me being in Canada, I'm guessing I'm going to get it sometime by the mid to end of the year. But yeah, really cool. And I'll update everyone once we see what the new decks and cards looks like. Another news, Towercaster jerseys. Looks very nice. I'm not sure if the Towercaster jerseys actually just means that for the winners, then you get like a team of 5 casters, right? That would be the people that defend the tower. Or if this is like something that's being sold and you're able to buy one of these jerseys if you go to the tower event. So not 100% sure on that yet. What you know about Earth Tower? Earth Tower, they're already teasing it already. You got Sinkhole Sam. You got Pink Mess of Gooey Booey Lake or something like that. And some giraffe beastie. I'm not too good with some of these very specific beasties, but Earth Tower being teased already, and then you see the playmat that you'll be getting if you go attend the Earth Tower. And of course, here's the Water Tower. Signups are up. A lot of people are really excited about this. This just came out today, 12 o'clock. So if you haven't yet, it's a Google Docs. It's kind of like what you fill out, just like a standard form you fill out, like if you're trying to get like the LGS kits, or if you're trying to sign up for like a Metazoo medal, or if you're trying to sign up to be a Metazoo playtester. So it's just like one of those generic Google forms. So definitely fill it out if you're qualified to join the towers. That's coming up. That's coming up pretty soon. I think that's February, right? So yeah. And last thing I wanted to go through is actually we went through quite a bit of there's actually a lot of native spoilers this week. So let me actually jump into over here again so we can take a better look. Here we go. Metazoo native. We see Nanook, we see Hino, and some kind of skeleton spirit. Very cool cards looking, because I really like the dual auras. I don't know, I think this one has like all the colors. This looks like a rainbow card compared to like you have lightning, water, spirit, earth, I think. And then yeah, this one's like a rainbow one, so pretty cool. Next we get to see the fusion auras. Very nice card. I initially saw this the background, I call it like Geodude. Reminds me a bit of Geodude from Pokemon, but I really like the fusion symbol that they put in front of it. And apparently these fusion auras are actually one of the more rare cards in the set. So they'll be kind of like neutrality, totality aura. They'll be like prism aura from wilderness. They'll kind of be like, what do we call it, possessed aura from seance. So it'll be one of the big heavy hitters, but there's going to be one of each aura type. So yeah, whichever one you get, still definitely a good hit. We actually have news now of what the boxes actually will look like, the 4 different variants. And I was completely wrong in my previous news video. It's not going to be one of each different beastie on the front. They're all going to be PS Bird, but they're just going to have different borders for the boxes. So this will definitely make things more collectible for sealed collectors or people that like to put them on display. But it is going to be the same beasties on them. It's just the background and the border is a bit different. Another thing is we get to see the tribal decks. We also get to see the release event deck. We get to see the spell book, and we get to see the booster pack art. All very nice. I think maybe I'll get more in depth in the next video. I think this video is a little bit long enough already, but very nice to see the product line for native that's coming out in April of this year. We got the blister packs as well. Blister packs always very hot, and a lot of secret rares have been pulled from the blisters themselves rather than like booster boxes or some of the other bigger products. So just keep that in mind. And these are, you get a promo, you get a coin, and you also get a booster pack, right? And so it kind of pays for itself. And what's the last thing? Oh, this was the Towercaster thing. I wanted to talk about the jersey a little bit, but we already saw that. So thanks again, everyone, for watching the video. I'll try to be a bit more vocal next time. I can't speak too loudly today, but hope everyone has a good week, has a good upcoming week, and please leave a comment down below of what you thought about the Metazoo news this week. If you're still one of the Kickstarter supporters waiting for your gilded decks, what do you think of the news? Please leave a like for the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, keep on casting, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.